about the
NALC starts on the 7th? Someone said it's the 1st.
Whoever's able to get that one up, it might just extend further and further. We've seen
Hiko, be ready. Me and my friends are going to start a 100 Thieves shout. Okay, I'm ready. Are you in the crowd right now?
They got most of their work done on the attack
Got you, bud.
Now we're going to see them try and defend against this hyper-aggression. PRX sending both duelists, looking to try and react towards Dish perhaps in this round.
Utilities traded out there in the one way as well. Tempers that aggression. Well, that was going on. PRX, they did take that Dish control, already a drop.
FPX has 3 here. It's going to be hard for them to hold this though. Oh, that's a good nade. How are they in A main on the other side? She just rushed from drop? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Open and wide, Angel's head ripped off, and Jing is relentless with it.
That's what you want to see from PRX. Flawless for them on the pistol, and exactly their game plan functioning. They have their slower agents moving towards holes, baiting that one-way aggression.
This could be good. This could be good. PRX has a really good Haven and a really good Breeze, I think. I actually don't know how good they are in Breeze.
Extra element, I think, as well, pushing forward, although, to be fair, he was doing the exact same stuff online.
He certainly was. That's one of the impressive things about both of these teams, able to carry that kind of momentum, and the way that they
I feel like Forsaken has looked better on Neon this tournament than Victor though. Oh, that's a big sun. Oh, that's a big sun.
Gonna try and lock this one down with a Bucky. Revealed, crossfire off. That's Angel. Forsaken's taken out, but space is gonna be gained now on this.
Who's PRX's IGL? Is it Benkai, I think, or Mind Freak? It's one of them. Definitely not Jing, definitely not Forsaken. I don't think it's Devi either. I think it's Benkai.
All the way behind them.
Benkai, yeah.
Take a Jing, you are an absolute maniac!
Bro.
Double satchel play right into the sand. Push them right into the line of sight angles.
Okay,
Devi
all
taking
good,
that
I guess.
long lurk all the way through. The marathon approach, it seems, to the map.
Left down to Sugetsu, he doesn't have what it takes. PRX once more.
Dude, watching some of the things Jing does is just so insane.
But they come out on top in the end. And I really do think you
just
need
insane.
To keep track of
actually just insane.
Benkai is going
FPX have a 8-3 record on Fracture. PRX is 9-1. Wow. Certainly this must be PRX's best map, right?
Once they get to the site,
Hiko, I feel like Jing is just playing it like my normal ranked games, just satcheling in front of the enemies. He does, but his team plays around him doing that, I guess. Like sometimes he just looks like he's just overheating like crazy, but they've done that this whole tournament. That's how they win. So I don't know if that's like from the APAC region, if that's just how most of their teams play, or these guys are just really good at doing it. Like, look at this. Oh, we've seen this last time. Oh, how does he kill 2 there?
He's got the rifle, and he's clean with the shots. A lurk attempt being watched.
This was the strat that we saw when the last time PRX played this map. They throw the Viper bubble top site, and then he double satchels out into the bubble, and they clear sight from the top of sight. It's actually kind of cool, but I want to see the zip band room preview there. I want to see how he killed 2.
Going to consistently try to update their play style to deal with PRX. And Sabathia was just unseen.
I don't think they expected him there.
Able to work around that utility.
Hiko, FPX doesn't play Breach. Why don't teams just use the Killjoy on Fracture? Who are you going to drop for Killjoy on either of these squads? You're not going to drop. What are you going to drop?
You can see that FPX were already ready for these lurks, but again, being played, you can see ults.
I don't know. On both squads, you can't really drop anything. You drop your chamber, no shot.
Sends it through right into sand. Shadow.
Oh.
An opportunity. Him and Zipban just locking down these angles. It's up to Jing. Moves in, but he is being swarmed, surrounded. They know his positioning. TP away, the nade.
Oh my
pushes
gosh.
him back, and he's so low.
Oh my gosh. Do PRX look like prime sentinels? Nah.
Leaves everything once more in the hands of Benkai.
Oh, that could have been bad.
Awesome spray transfer as well. But the same issue in the clutch, and it's the same issue to open the round. There are too many players in halls. for PRX to get
Do you think Sentinels can beat PRX with their current lineup? Nah, I don't think so. I heckin' love Shroud and Tens, but realistically, probably not.
And Shao only had a Guardian, and yet the combo with Zipa has just locked that area of the map straight down.
Do you think the Headhunter and the Ultra Chamber needs a nerf? Yeah. Just the pull-out speed, if anything. Pull-out speed and the length of the slow duration on Chamber Ult. I think it's too high. They love these fast, like flash dash strats. Ooh. Is Angel gonna push this? 2v2? Thrifty? Question mark? Forsaken
all of those sheriff shots was
has
so
nothing
precise from the side of PRX. And Forsaken's going into spawn here, looking to try and close the gap.
Absolute madness. Artist shuts down any sort of funny business.
No fun on my watch.
What if Shroud tears it up in LCQ? I don't know if Sentinels has enough time to match tactics with any of the other teams. They'll have a lot of individual talent, but the problem's gonna be like Shroud is not an aggressive player. Zelsis is also not an aggressive player. It's like they can't play this PRX style and catch them off guard. So they have to like play slow and just rely on like the retakes and stuff, right? So yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be hard for them either way. So I don't think they're gonna, like I said, I don't think they'll have the tactical depth to be able to compete with like some teams that have a lot of strats that've been together for a long time now. LCQ is not a LAN, so it's gonna be online. You're secretly supporting FPX? I said at the start I want PRX to win, but I'm not biased to like I only want PRX to win. If FPX are playing better, I just want to see good Valorant. I just want to see interesting games. I want to see FPX play slow and try to counter PRX's aggression. On the counter, I want PRX to be able to adapt and not play super aggressive and still win. People are going to think the way PRX plays, I'm sure there's a lot of analysts that call it gimmicky. Like they just push everything and they catch you off guard, and that's their win condition. So I want PRX to be able to like, you know, change up the pace, play slow, flip a switch, and still win that way. But it doesn't look like they can really do that. So it doesn't matter. They could still win playing super aggressive, I think. Like this round they're playing slow. They love going A. They love going A. They do the double duelist up drop or dish. They throw the bubble top sight from back here. I think, did he just throw it? Oh, this is his bubble. Certainly just neon walls and sprints to A main and raise satchel top sight. That's like their strat. They have like just an A main crunch. Neon walls, rushes A main and fights, raise double satchels to top sight. Here it comes. After this smoke goes down, that's going to be the call.
Much further forwards than he has done previously because there's been no noise from PRX. It's been cut completely.
Their bubble went down, or no. They mollied. Here it comes. Wall. Sprint sight. Actually, he went this way alone. Oh. Oh, the Sabros. How does that not kill him there? Actually, just such a busted ult.
2 kills for him, Devi. Will eventually trade it, but he's left alone, isn't he? 1v3. Picking up this rifle. The crossfire.
I'd like to see PRX get Devi inserted somewhere, like arcade, really. I think that'd be good. There's a couple rounds where they're going A and Devi is just like walking through a smoke B main. I think if they can take arcade, get Devi either into heaven or just like behind the box and make sure they're not pushing this, that'll make it easier to go A late, because then you'll actually have a flank instead of just like risking it walking through a smoke. Or that round he was just with them. Coach is mad. Looks like they are gonna just keep doing the same strat over and over and over, which is double duelist dish, take A main with the chamber lurking B main. Or I guess the casters are right. There's, what is this? Huh?
against the other. Tour de force could be a huge difference maker. Slowly creeping up on these ankles.
Artist is going to have the better.
I like it. They're just conditioning. They're keeping 3A by faking that they took dish control. They know that they're not playing in dish ever, so they make it look like a default, and they go back to B, and they'll execute B here. I'm glad Neon went B main. The Rays, they have breach ult.
And what is going to give?
Yeah. So they breach out underpass. Chamber TP's back to spawn. Viper plays for his life heaven. Yep.
All going to be scattered through. That's going to be the rolling thunder. And now
Oh my god, he's pushing spawn. Oh my gosh.
One kill found. Satchel attached against you. You should not be favored there, son, but still locks down tower, but he's being squeezed.
Ooh.
Not able to push back the approach of
It's
the
a
players.
good strat. Good
The
round.
Viper's been down. It's looking like a difficult task.
Or-
Much longer. Listen, he takes that threat out. Now he's making it work.
I don't
Him
know.
and Angel against the world.
The
Forsaken.
continuous just repeat. I don't know about that one.
2v2,
it is winnable.
Oh,
Ooh, good
spam.
spam.
And a satchel across.
You would think, you wait for the tap, you like play slow, you double swing together. Nah, Jing just satchels out and fights alone. I mean, his teammate was behind him, but he just doesn't care. Just full confidence.
That's how Xiao got behind so quickly.
Kind of crazy.
But they weren't
Stop
anticipating
Hiko, they're
for
half
second
your
to be this
age.
aggressive. It's one thing to
Oh, he saw the
know
gun.
that
That's why he
PRX is going
spammed.
to push you. It is another thing to
Angel
suddenly
cheated
find
out a
them in your spawn.
little too early. Let's go, boys.
Big one. When it was looking like, honestly, the momentum of this first half was really on the side.
Hiko cyberbullying? Who am I
They
cyberbullying?
found something that works, and this time Forsaken Divide getting very
Who do you want to
quickly
win?
past the one-way smoke.
I want PRX to
Making sure
win.
they hold for any kind of setup. I'm not sure what their plan was if they got hit by the paranoia here. Maybe just to flee.
What do you think about
This time,
stretched?
Angel's missed his opportunity.
Using stretch it doesn't change the game at all. It just changes the HUD and your crosshair.
It's awkward.
So,
It's awkward positioning from
like,
the FPX players. Angel
the
might just end up
actual
running
game
into
never
Jing.
changes. It doesn't stretch the models. It doesn't stretch anything gameplay related other than your HUD and your crosshair. So
Viper's Pit popped onto the A site. A little bit of sound bait.
if you want to use it,
as they try and make it sound like they're
it's
going
just
over
like
towards B,
it's
or
like a
is this
visual
just
thing.
indecision? Pings
But in
all the sound
CS,
would
people use
indicate
stretched in
PRX
black
is still gonna
bars
try and fight through
because
this.
it would, if you use black bars, it was like your FOV was closer, so you don't have to look on all the outsides of your screen. But if you use stretched in CS, it actually stretched out the actual game. So stretched made all of the models visually wider. It made everything wider. So that's why people use it in CS. I don't know. I can't think of a reason why people use it in this game. You don't get more FPS. You don't get more FPS. Maybe a couple, but it's not worth. Uh-oh. There you go. And now there's a slow, and they can't even get the bomb. Chamber ult.
Not a chance in hell for PRX to find their way back in.
Dude, that slow just dissipated as the round ended.
To this catastrophic round may be that he just keeps the operator online, but FPX immediately ripped back
It's a fair
control
ability.
into their camp. This setup is so difficult to crack. Sugetsu on top of B, with inside his Viper's Pit, and Xiao playing inside it on the bottom. Xiao's more often going to take first contact, and even if he dies,
I think Chambers' op shouldn't drop a slow after a kill.
Really no way
Yeah, I agree.
when he plays back against the wall on the high ground there.
After a very successful map 2, Forsaken stat line seems to indicate he's back to bind, just getting shut down.
They're doing a counter the aggression.
Giving up these early fights,
Oh
but he wants to force another. And what is that shot?
What a shot.
Flick in the angle, watch Divide.
What a
He's got his
shot.
back.
Wow.
Oh, this is just...
She's just like alone, just going to fight.
This time. Put off the gas, now the Satchel play onto the site. It's up to Zipan to see if he can lock this
Good
one
nade,
down.
but they
He
might not
knows.
expect him to be sight. Are they going to clear it?
So the
Oh,
positioning
they
and
do.
the timing was everything.
And it was perfect.
Flash into the corner, Artist rattling off almost everything in his clip there.
Wait.
The head under finding it though still.
2v5, now 2v3, now very winnable.
Kill to final to Jing.
If Divide misses this.
The
Oh,
refight
he
into this
missed.
Divide with the shot though, down to Artist.
Any chance you become a commentator or caster? There's a chance for anything.
This one doesn't look doable. He, in fact, rendezvous in to donate the off.
Nice try, Artis.
Was thinking that he was inside.
Nice try. He probably thought he was DPing to the other side.
PRX managed to claw one back. Look at this shot from Forsaken.
Oof. That was sick.
Absolute filth.
That was a good op shot too.
Well, sneaking an op shot underneath. Look at the face on Angel. Yeah.
Nice try.
Also, they had a great.
Nice try, bud. Nice try. I like it. But nice try.
Better
luck next time. Who's looking better right now? I don't even know. I guess they're both kind of. It's kind of similar. It's kind of even right now.
And I think the other point to note is that from FPX's point of view, the team
finally no 3-0 in grand finals. Yeah, I agree.
There was nothing wrong.
They may have a close one. This might go the distance. It might be a 5-mapper.
And that's what you're gonna get with PRX sometimes. Jing and Forsaken in particular are so talented.
The bad news for FPX is out of all the maps that exist, Bind is the one where you can just turtle forever. There's not too many choke points where you can't. But this map, too many chokes to play super passive like they always do. Haven, way too many chokes to be able to just sit back, I think. There's always going to be an opening. And then last map is what? What's map 5? Oh, I guess those are the last two maps. Right? It's Haven and then Haven and then Breeze, last two maps. So that's the last two.
It's just absolutely outlandish behavior. The double satchel in the showstopper. Rip through trademark. Oh, Slowfield's going to be throwing a wrench into the plan, I think. Just trying to clear their way through with the flash. The fast lane, the players offside.
Nice try, nice try.
Always right around this corner, and the timing here could be everything for them.
Forsaken's going to plant in a position where Mindfreak.
Does Forsaken still have wall to get out? No.
So now, possibly
he's literally 1 HP right now, though. Oh my god.
And how do FPX deal with it?
How does Forsaken get out of here?
They've denied Dish. Actually,
oh my god, the timing was crazy.
He's looking to go for a mad wraparound.
He's dead now, but...
The Horn is just lighting this guy
wait, you can't wall through that.
Alive, but for a moment, Simon will eventually deal with him. But it is just Hall's control. That's all of
you literally cannot wall that.
It's hard for them to try and push back this one, but it looks like they've got a setup to deal with it. Control being gained, Divide with the operator, opening after opening with a nade sent flying.
Did the nade hit?
Nobody can get onto this one. Rattle it off and flick to the side. Divide eventually shut down by the snake bite. To get too weakened, no more time. Past the stick.
I don't understand why Divide.
And it's clinical by Mindfreak.
There you see the power of the PRX post plan.
It's a good round, but
Mindfreak was actually thinking of going for a big wraparound flank through B, and instead countercalled.
This game is equal. I thought PRX would be way ahead. Yeah, same. And
look at that shot from
Divide. We haven't seen PRX do a singular Neon Rush B though. Which is what we saw some of the other Neon teams do. They have that strat where they just like stun and flash a million times and they just rush up B main and get the Neon into heaven.
It's PRX that are in control.
Looks like now maybe they heard me.
Economy's on their side.
Maybe they think that FPX has a counter to it.
It's a bit of a gamble with players leaning over here, but Arcade is being played for. Satchel play right up close. Forsaken's moving through. Needs to support a little bit more with a fast lane. Artist plays inside of it. And guess what? Sugetsu still in tower.
A little overheated.
Still locks it down despite the fact
43.
From the back there, Jing ended up sending in his nade in this crosshair placement.
Little overheated again.
And Sugetsu has the spike as well. It is so difficult to try and retrieve that.
Gonna have to wait for your teammate there.
And even more
that's the Viper ult.
Potentially impossible.
This might just be a straight save. What do they have? Mindfreak has a Q and a C. He just pushes and dies.
That one there onto Mindfreak. Divide.
Ooh.
Gonna take quite a bit more for him to find an edge. Every shot whipping, and eventually Sugetsu comes out to bail out his teammate. The thrifty.
All right, that's a thrifty.
These anti-ecos have been a real problem for PRX. Even when they haven't lost them, they've come extremely close.
Yikes.
And now it's PRX going from having a booming economy to none at all. I say none.
Oh my god.
They've still got something going. But Sugetsu is the playmaker, the master there. It is a well-known IGL strategy.
All right, well, last round of the half. What's the play? Are we finally going to see the B rush? Looks like we might actually see it.
Completely failed there. Angel rotated instantly. Zipan pushed out.
I don't know though, but Breach isn't here.
Stun's going to be revealing quite a lot there, but this time it is.
The Raze is already rotating over. Chamber has full dish control and Fade has full A main control. They know it's about to be B. They're full rotating. Fade's even rotating. It's going to be 5. They're going to have 4 guys in sight before they even come.
Oh.
Oh.
This guy is impeccable.
What a monster! Making a serious case for MVP in this tournament. And in this map, finally gets taken out by Forsaken.
Oh, wait.
He
stunned himself.
One after the other, the plays just keep happening. The shots are rattled off.
How is that?
Back and forth.
How do these rounds happen like this? It's so wild. That was a 5v3 and now it's a 1v3.
The Viper's pin in the choke.
And you have to go for it. It's the final round of the half. Either way, FPX have 6. Question is whether...
It's crazy how many times this game just happens like that.
This would be an outrageous clutch.
Do you see anyone?
If you could find the timing, and it's just not quite there.
Not quite there. PRX even it out in the end this first half.
Bow, chicka, shao, wow. When does tens play? Somebody said they were going to start a 100 Thieves chant and they never did, so. Whoever that was.
Final that we've had the pleasure of watching has
Why
been
you
a
gotta lie?
one-sided affair. This is the first time where a team's taken a map and then we go into a third and it's close on either side. I mean, Copenhagen, you are
Let's
getting
go Fnatic, Optic, PRX.
What a match to have the crowd here watching. Let's send it down to the analyst to break it down so far, what we've seen.
Yes, like you guys said, this is anything but one-sided, both teams showing up. And it does come
Do you think we'll see an overtime?
They're having a hell of a
It's hard to say.
Yeah, the way that
I don't know. The thing is, we know how FPX plays on their defenses. They play very passive, they play very slow. We saw when they played Optic yesterday, they hold B main for the cringe neon push with the stuns and the flashes.
Fracture is just so incredibly important. There's power positions.
So we'll have to see if PRX has a way that if everything is going wrong and their aggression isn't working. The problem I see with PRX is when their aggression doesn't work, they don't have a thing to fall back on because they look disjointed, being forced to play passive. They look very together when they're playing aggressive and like Jing is running at them and killing them all. But when they can't play aggressive and they get forced to slow down, that's when you can really see some holes in the way they play. They're not together. They were missing shots the first map, but yeah. So if FPX can establish that, look, y'all cannot push us, good luck trying, then PRX might be in trouble. On that note, I go pee. I'll turn up the volume a little bit. Be ready to go for second half here.
Shut down the fast push, and then PRX just turned it on again. It's just crazy how back and forth this game has been.
Yeah, I think we need like an honorable mention as well for the likes of Devi, like some of the operator shots, but also towards the end, Saigetsu basically winning them around with a shorty. Like it is just, this man is just illogical in every sense of the word, and a joy to watch.
I mean, we said we were really lucky to get Fracture in the first 3 maps. That way we would be guaranteed we would get here. Well, we knew it was just going to be an absolute slaughter on both sides of the coin here. I have no idea where this is going, but I'm wondering whether or not the attacking side might favor a particular team going into it. That's where my head is ever so slightly.
I want to see an overtime, you guys. I want us to go all the way into OT. Bren and Saisha, what do you think about that?
I only hope we'd be so lucky, I think, Sue.
But we're heading into the half now, where FPX managed to completely neutralize Optic's neon aggression. And that I think is going to be the big question here. For the rest of Fracture, are the set plays on defense that PRX love running, are these
here we go.
Plays going to actually find value? And I think we might get the answer very shortly.
They're just holding for it. No pings on the map, that was for the fault line.
Like I said, FPX has to establish early that y'all cannot push on us. And it's looking pretty alright so far.
One after the other.
30 seconds into the 25, 30 seconds into the round, and FPX is sitting in spawn with 3 people holding the arcade push. Or the dish push. Love to see that.
Over the top reveals his position. Still a kill beat.
I'm telling you, this is how FPX has to play, and it makes PRX play up more honest, and then PRX looks a little lost. I think FPX knows too.
Oh. Deal with this one, Divide.
Can he put a TP there?
Around the corner, the Prowler.
That wouldn't do anything. Double swing.
Double face. Have to be careful.
Oh.
The 1-2 shot. The
One
damage
dig.
is done.
Nope,
2
nice
HP
try.
in a dream, and it's not enough for him. Pistol round for FPX to claw any sort of advantage coming into this map, into the second half of Fracture.
And the way that PRX like to play on their defense side, it's exactly what FPX are waiting for. They're sat there anticipating it on the pistol again.
EU attack Resident Sleeper? It works. It's not Resident Sleeper if they're trying to win. It's the grand finals of an actual major tournament. Of course they're going to do what they think they need to win. What kind of logic is that?
Looks like PRX.
It might not be as flashy as some other regions, but they're in the grand finals.
Another attempt at some bridge aggression, trying to control the north side of the map. Meanwhile,
They actually have all 5 on this side.
Looking at tunnel, looking at taking
And PRX is doing a full 5-man push on to crunch the other side.
The preparation coming into this, knowing the aggressive plays were coming.
And what a boom bot.
Oh, the double sussy rope. The double duelist swinging on the ropes. Wait.
Hello?
We're swinging together.
The ropes there. He's taking off 2 of the players' heads. Another bit of action. Shao, Guardian. Tricky weaponry, but eventually doing the job, isn't it? Evens it out. Now a 3v3. But could still get dangerous.
Who?
Shao gets every kill to take them out of dangerous situations.
That sucks that they let them even up.
Oh. You have got to be kidding me. How are you getting away with
Devi
this
whiffed his kill. Or they win this, I think.
Finds a shot. Now a weapon. 1 shot to the
Huge
head,
kills.
but Shao shuts it
Nice try by
down.
PRX. Really good EK.
It got hairy. It got dicey.
Devi got 2
Shao was good
entries.
for it.
2 1-digs, I think. Will they show him? I want to see how he killed them.
Devi finding impact though. 2 headhunter kills that just came out of nowhere.
That's what I said.
Whistling himself up to the top.
No, show us Devi,
I'm
man.
concerned about this one from Shao though. Just before this, Jing had caught it. Or rather, yeah, there. Forsaken swings, Jing swings afterwards. Why no double face? Why not trying to take out Shao?
That Guardian's clean. They didn't catch the eagle pistol or the chamber kills, I guess.
At least PRX did enough damage.
Here comes the B main control with the TP.
Bonus rounds that have been carrying PRX's carrying FPX.
They don't realize this, but they can actually just run straight up B and plant for free. Their closest person is Breach, and he's not even close.
Only the 2 from Angel and Shao.
PRX did so much economy damage the last 2 rounds though that they couldn't, like, FPX's buy is just awful here. They have better money, they have better guns than FPX this round. Why do PRX keep pushing? It's just that's their style of play. Every team has had a problem with it. They've owned so many teams this whole tournament, and they're playing the same way in the finals here, right?
Shots exchanged. But it is that double face. You have to be so careful here if you are Forsaken. Smoke drop down, blocks it still. And now to contact once
They're
more.
going. They're doing the 20-second execute somewhere here.
Again, that patented PRX aggression. The way that they play.
What is their plan here? They're walking back towards A, but they're keeping the bomb B. So they're gonna fake A main.
Not really getting too much done here, but it's still a crossfire all the way back. But now 30 seconds in the round.
Wait, PRX has a read that they're going back to A, I think.
Never
mind, now they know.
The time pressure is becoming an issue
Oh.
for FPX.
Benkai! The rifle, the shots. Just perfection.
A minute into the round, they moved 10 feet.
And PRX were able to come out with that one.
You're not wrong, but they had no guns, and they expected PRX to push. So, yeah, that was like a bonus, like a pseudo bonus round. I mean, it was a bonus round, so now they're gonna have guns. This is the big round right here. They had like deagles and ghosts, sheriffs and ghosts, like low armored vandals.
But they don't overface. They're not trying to force the issue. They're just slowing the round down, denying map control from FPX.
EU just plays so boring. It's like, you know, if you're a boxing kind of guy, think of like Floyd Mayweather, right? Like everyone hated watching him fight because he's so defensive and just literally like blocks forever. Wait, that's kind of like how EU plays. They're the Floyd Mayweather, and I don't know any other boxers, but PRX is the exact opposite.
Yeah, crazy stuff going on actually. They push out of arcade and
Floyd like knows he's up, and then he just turtles the rest of the time, and people are like, it's so boring. Yeah, well he went what 50-0. You might be boring, but if you're winning, you can't complain.
And manages.
I mean, it's like, I feel like that's actually a pretty good analogy. Y'all can think EU plays boring and they don't play super flashy, but if they're winning, oh, went through the hole there. He missed that one.
That might make FPX a little cautious. Usually PRX are playing around dish. This time
why did you generalize all EU based on FPX? Because Fnatic plays the same way too, and it seems like most European teams just play slow. They are slow, a slow region. The teams that play very fast in Europe feel like they're very inconsistent. Like Liquid and G2 sometimes play really fast. They didn't qualify for this event. Oh, big ult retake. The double duelists go through together.
Viper Wall going to be blocking them. No more sound cues. Double stunned up into tower to try and find it. But again, the crossfire just watching. FPX so good at just tempering all the aggression coming towards them. And the lead
but PRX just plays both halves like they're just on attack. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah, PRX literally is playing their defense like they're on attack. They're retaking heaven like they're like rushing A.
So diligent dealing with the threats on all fronts. That might be the first time I've seen the Sugetsu pop off. Yeah, even he's feeling it out here in front of the crowd.
Who do you see that you guys know? I didn't see anyone. Why are they keep rushing? They just do, man.
Crowd as well playing a huge part of this one. The cheers, reverberations being felt by the players.
This is what I mean, I can keep talking about it on all these pauses. The way FPX wins is they force PRX to not play aggressive, because once FPX establishes that PRX can't push anymore, that's where PRX has a problem. They don't have like, it feels to me like they don't have the second layer in their strap book. They're very good at playing very fast, but if it doesn't work, they don't look like the same team.
Necessarily seen just yet is PRX going aggressive out of tree and trying to crunch the players on.
I would rather retire than play like FPX plays.
Going to be starting most of their people from.
I mean,
with Angel looking towards tree.
That is like that is some three-head logic right there. I guess there's a reason you're not a pro, but
you can see him setting up for that on the minimap right now. If you have a read that he's going to be there,
all good.
And utility,
all good.
Him up, maybe PRX can cook up some kind of anti-strat set play.
Kids these days, man, all y'all want to do is lock Jet, lock Reyna, hold W all around. You don't want to play slow. You don't want to play smart.
PRX players
all good, man.
Definitely looking to try
and put that silver gun buddy on your classic and hold W as Jet with your classic burst fire. Okay, I might have been mean there. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be mean.
Just to push back through it and take that space.
This is going to be one of your most
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was just some sad. That was just three head. That was just weird.
Trademark gone. Nade into the back of the side. Don't have to worry too much. But tower.
I didn't mean to be mean, man.
Helps them out, and it does force that rendezvous. So site control is gained.
FPX actually went fast. FPX had a little like. I don't remember what even happened that round.
Viper's pit dropped down, so gets spammed out of this one. Moving forwards, Artis has to deal with this one.
The double stun, good TP. Forsaken's just so far in there alone as his team's not even anywhere close. That sucked.
Getting that pick off there, he's managed to get the flank off, and now it's offered him his showstopper. Double satchel into the side, a flick to the back of the site. The rocket doesn't quite do the job. Zipper now answering again with one of his own, down to it.
Oof.
All the way to the wire.
They're just getting outclassed here.
Another dangerous eco round where PRX.
It's funny how Angels was actually the first one in. That's the thing, though. Angel knows he's not the star, the fragger on the team, and he'll run in to create space. There's not many people, especially younger people, that play this game that would be willing to do some of the things Angel does. And Angel gets a lot of hate for going 0-12 or like bottom fragging a lot, but you cannot deny that Angel makes space for his team. He doesn't mind running in and dying for his team. It's respectable. Oh, that's kind of a cool bubble.
Well, no one's really able to respond with that one. Jinx still wants to hold the angle up with the door opens up. The double swing. It's a trade at the end of the day.
Really disciplined from FPX.
He gets hates for his tweets. He could be the villain, but you can't hate him for the way he plays.
Inevitable at this point. Up top, Benkai does grab 2 kills. Okay.
This was a free FPX round.
Up top now.
Just overheating a little bit. What do we get here? Angel has a TP and he has 1 more smoke. Where do you smoke if you're Angel?
Forwards.
Oh.
Fast lane has a punish. Great timing with the swings. And now.
Nice try. Do you think it's a GG? Yeah, I think so. I think PRX is just getting outclassed on every level on this map. This is reminding me of a lot like Bind. FPX is just playing super slow. PRX can't do anything about it.
Don't be shy. And I think when you watch FPX challenging PRX, like this swing here, just Angel raw swinging out, trying to find a timing on Forsaken as he uses his wall. And it's
Neon keeps dying so many times he puts his wall up.
Too often in this tournament, people have given PRX all the respect because their players demand it, and yet if you bring the
oh, here comes the push. But this is FPX's counter to the push. The Omen TP. PRX actually countered the counter, but then they did it. It's over. GG. Wow. To think, bro, to think that it's 10 seconds into a round and you're literally hard pushing and battling a team that's literally still in their spawn. Dude.